If you're over 40 and doing OMAD, but you're still hungry, still craving sugar, or still overeating past your eating window, there's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean OMAD isn't working. It usually just means you're missing one of the big pieces that nobody tells you about. I learned all this the hard way. Before OMAD clicked with me, I was constantly hungry, constantly thinking about food, and constantly trying to white knuckle my way through the fasting window. Now my hunger is predictable, controlled, and honestly, it's pretty easy. If you're new here, I'm Ryan, a former college professor, certified strength and conditioning specialist, and I help people over 40 burn fat through fasting, diet, and detox. And before I dive in, if you're doing OMAD, want to fix your gut, or just love detox and biohacking, I built a free community called FL40. Check it out after this video, links in the description. All right, let's get right into it. Reason number one, you're not eating enough protein. This is the question I get almost every single video. How do you get enough protein on OMAD? Most people doing OMAD are under eating protein by 50 to 100 grams even, and that alone is why they're still hungry, losing muscle, or feeling tired. Here's my rule of thumb for protein on OMAD, and this is what I personally follow. 0.7 grams per pound of body weight is the minimum. 1 gram per pound of body weight is ideal on hard training days. I'm about 195 pounds right now, which means on OMAD, my minimum is around 140 grams of protein. On hard training or hard jiu-jitsu days, I push closer to 170 to 190 grams. And yes, you can hit that in one meal if your meal is structured correctly. Here's how I do it without feeling stuffed or overly full. For me, OMAD looks like this: 16 to 20 ounces of steak or ground beef, which comes to about 90 to 120 grams of protein. 4 to 6 eggs, 25 to 35 grams of protein, and I may have some bone broth, collagen protein, or gelatin, which gives me another 20 to 30 grams. And I like some raw cheese or raw yogurt for another 10 to 20 grams. The key here is you don't stress perfection. I aim to hit the protein range, and I eat until I'm comfortably full and satiated. I'm not measuring out protein grams every single meal. 0.7 grams per pound of body weight is okay sometimes on lower activity or recovery days. 0.7 per pound is plenty to maintain muscle and be satiated. You're not demanding as much from your body on these days, and your protein intake doesn't need to be quite as high. On heavy jiu-jitsu days, strength training days, sprint days, days where I may have multiple workouts in a day, or I just want to stay more full, 1 gram per pound feels just about perfect. I recover well, stay full longer, and the next day's hunger basically disappears. If I can't get this in one meal, then I might have a 2MAD day on harder training days. Remember, you may need to work up to eating this much in one meal, and if you're struggling to eat this much, instead of thinking of OMAD as just one meal a day, think of it as eating in a 1 hour eating window. This will give you a little bit more time to get your calories and protein in. The bottom line is, if you're constantly hungry on OMAD, protein is the first lever to pull. Protein kills hunger, stabilizes blood sugar, boosts metabolism, and keeps your muscle when you're in a calorie deficit. Most people doing OMAD aren't hungry, they're just protein depleted. Reason number two, you don't have enough electrolytes. Hunger and low electrolytes feel almost identical. Most people think they're hungry, but what's really happening is they have low sodium, low potassium, low magnesium, and you may also just be dehydrated and simply need to have more water. And if you're drinking coffee in the morning, you want to be extra careful to make sure that you're getting all your electrolytes in. When you fast, you flush sodium quickly, especially on carnivore, keto, or a low-carb style of OMAD. Low electrolytes can lead to fake hunger, dizziness, and even irritability. The fix here: drink electrolytes or add salt to water in the morning, and most people will feel different within 10 minutes of having their electrolytes. Electrolytes have been a game changer in regulating hunger and energy for many of the people I've worked with as well. Reason number three, you're eating too late. Hunger the next day is heavily influenced by when you ate the day before. If your OMAD meal is at 8 or even 9 p.m., here's what happens. Melatonin rises, the pancreas suppresses insulin, and your blood sugar spikes from the exact same food that wouldn't have caused a blood sugar spike earlier in the day. You wake up feeling hungrier, more inflamed, and you may even be on a blood sugar roller coaster at night. Your body's more insulin resistant at night. That's proven. The fix here is try eating OMAD earlier, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., or even 5 p.m., and your hunger cravings and signals will drop the next morning. You can even experiment with moving your fasting window to earlier in the day and see how you feel. Reason number four, you're still snacking without realizing it. People forget that even little things like coffee creamers, little bites of food here and there, or even supplements with calories in them, all of these technically break a strict fast and could be enough to restart your hunger signals as well. On a modified fast, you can of course have some of these things like MCT oil, exogenous ketones, or even essential amino acids. These may actually help with your hunger signals, but remember, this is not a strict fast, as these do contain some calories. The fix here is have some black coffee in the morning if you're a coffee drinker, or maybe some tea, water, electrolytes, and that's it until your next meal. Reason number 5, your stress hormones are too high. If cortisol is high, you will feel hungry even when your body doesn't need food. Your brain interprets stress as danger and wants quick energy when it feels like it's under threat. This is why you get cravings at night, cravings after arguments, cravings when you're on a work deadline. And the fix here is kind of multifaceted. You have to manage your stressors in your life, get good sleep, maybe do some breath work, some grounding, forest bathing, and get movement snacks in throughout the day. A 5-minute walk or 20 squats lowers cortisol and will take the edge off of hunger without breaking your fast. Reason 6, your gut bacteria are confusing your hunger signals. This is real and simple. Your gut bacteria crave what they feed on, not what you need necessarily. Sugar-loving bacteria send fake hunger signals. Carb-loving bacteria do the same. When you remove sugar and processed carbs, those bacteria start to die off and you get a few days of false hunger. This is why people switching to OMAD, and especially with a low-carb approach, often feel hungrier at first. The fix: stay consistent for 7 to 14 days. Your hunger actually normalizes fast and you'll get used to that low-carb way of eating. And as a bonus, fermented foods like sauerkraut, yogurt, and a good probiotic even can regulate the gut quickly. I like something like a seed probiotic as a nice gentle probiotic that works well for most people. And here's the real breakthrough that changed OMAD for me. Hunger doesn't mean eat now. It means fat burning is on. It's a wave and waves pass. Once you understand your hunger signals and how hunger actually works, OMAD actually becomes very easy and almost automatic. So here's your playbook. Fix electrolytes, increase protein, stop eating late, move more and manage stress, keep one simple, nutrient-dense meal, and give your gut time to adapt. And if you're over 40 and still feel stuck, tired, inflamed, or bloated, OMAD might finally get your body responding again. And if you want more support and accountability, join FL40. It's free, and I'm in there every single day answering questions and helping people stay consistent with things like OMAD, nutrition, and other biohacking and detox practices. If this video helped you, hit that like and subscribe for me. It really helps the channel. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.